The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. It's taking it right down Broadway. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught at about the 6. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made. And
on Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's out right at the 25.
172 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. And
he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
18 rather, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Okay, ready? Set, triple, set. Let's go.
And they take a knee.
display, Charles, of compliment.